Welcome in here to KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week as we've traveled up to watch the top three matchup in 5A, the West Jordan Jaguars and the Park City Miners. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. We'll be joined by Kenzie Christiansen here momentarily as Park City, top-ranked team in 5A, 9-1 on the year, 3-0 in region. On a run right now, Icabelli working in front. That shot and scoring as Park City makes quick work here to get things going. Talk about these two teams in Region 6. West Jordan 11-0 on the year, 4-0 in region play. These two teams were 1-2 before West Jordan had just slipped in the RPI this last week, and West Jordan in the black uniforms had the possession to start. Park City was able to get the turnover, and Icabelli running down, scoring for the early lead here for the home Miners. Park City in the home whites. We'll get into these two respective teams very even through their first 10 or so games. 167 goals for Park City, 170 for West Jordan is on this draw. It's won by Park City, and the Miners coming up here quickly with Crawford. Works in front, and it's back-to-back goals for Park City. It's 2-0 Miners. Well, I think that was Sophie Neff who they were able to hand off right to the side of the cage. And, boy, you talk about 37 seconds in, and it's 2-0. Here for the home side. This was one where West Jordan coming in 4-0 in region play. It defeated East. That was lopsided. Controlled Highland. And eked out a win over Skyline, a 1-goal win. Park City has played those same three teams and had very similar results. Thought that this would be or had the potential to be a competitive game, but here the first 35 seconds, Park City's had other intentions. We're back to a draw here. Of course, the top of this Region 6, so difficult with Olympus and Brighton.
Looks like we'll have
we'll redraw there.
Actually, possession, yes. Redraw.
We'll get into top players, top scores. Of course, all this unofficial based off of stats reported, but Megan McGee, 27 goals this year for Park City, has led the way as she's here at the spot for the draw and able to get it back to Icabelli. 25 goals for Neff on the season as they work to Crawford. Crawford, good look in front, but that one taken away there by West Jordan as McHenry, their third leading scorer, couldn't get that shot away. Meanwhile, leading goal scorers for West Jordan, we'll call the names of Amelia Henderson and Lily Henderson a lot tonight. They each have over 40 goals this year to lead the Jags. Been a great 1-2 punch for West Jordan. Starting goalies today, Emma Lewis. Between the pipes for West Jordan, she's got it here as the Jags are trying to clear, and Park City really locking them up defensively. Meanwhile, starting goalie today for Park City will be number 22, Marcella Woolley. The junior has been good this year. Ground ball, West Jordan trying to keep it, and does. We're playing the yellow lines. Nope, sorry, the black lines today. As we've got a fraction here, possession will stay with the Jags. This will be Hallie Woolley to start it. Going to ask for your patience. We are inside. The weather actually forced the early start today. It's raining and chilly. We've got water on the window, so we're going to do our best with these numbers. Appreciate your patience with us. As Park City able to gain the possession back, and Lily coming ahead, gives it here to Hoxema. Lily working this back behind goal with Neff. Looking in front. That one couldn't be captured immediately, but kept here with McHenry. Good feed in front. Low shot and a goal. 3-0 is Megan McGee scoring her third goal of the game. Sorry, her first goal of the game, but the third goal for Park City. It's 3-0. Park City really spreading out this West Jordan defense and finding one-on-one opportunities right in front of the cage. Been able to convert at a high clip here in these early minutes. Want to remind you, the clock that you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we'll start it early, stop it late, that sort of a thing, as we try to keep it trued up with the official clock here on the board in the stadium.
On the slip of the match, these ladies, we have Maddie McHenry and Megan McGee for the minors. And Lily and Haley.
As off the draw, this one captured by Park City again. Boy, been one-sided advantage from the spot as a whistle here. Shooting space will set up a chance here for Coco Crawford from 8 meters out. Crawford shot and goal, hit off the pipe and makes it 4-0 Park City. Crawford with her first goal tonight. What a start for Park City. Talk about top 3 matchup, an opportunity to make a statement. They've certainly done so here in the opening minutes.
Going in for the Jaguars, looks like number 24 to tap out teammate number 37. Once again, heading to the pick, we have Chuck Yacobelli for the Park City Myers, and number 4, Amelia Henderson.
There's Henderson here to take the draw for West Jordan. She's 605 on the draw percentage this year, but I don't know that West Jordan has 1-1. They were granted the opening possession. There's another possession here won by Park City. That's a self-draw. As working in front. They'll send back and able to keep this here with Hoxema. Nice play to keep that there. Oh my. You see how quickly this team can score. McHenry with the goal for Park City. Her first. 5 different goal scorers and a timeout being taken by West Jordan, as this is all minors here in the opening minutes.
We have a timeout for the Jaguars.
I like David Bailiff's moves out there. That Jaguar knows how to groove.
8.5 to go, opening quarter.
Henry for Park City Miners.
5-0 Park City. Both these two teams had a very high team shooting percentage coming in. West Jordan, I don't think they've put one on cage. In fact, they've really probably only had about 15, maybe 20 seconds of possession in the Park City end. Prior to that, as Camry Jacobson had that knocked loose. Little space here, Lily stepping up. Good feed over. And you see Park City collapse down, take away the room, as I think that's Patton that had to bring that out here for West Jordan. And Henderson.
Looks like we have a cross check.
Draws the check there. We'll set up Lily from the 8 meter. Coming in, Henderson, the bounce shot and goal. That's what West Jordan needed. Get it to one of your top scorers. The sophomore, able to put a nice shot on Woolley. And West Jordan with a much needed goal.
One thing that is hot out here are those graphics on our new Park City Miners scoreboard. Thank you to everyone.
So head back here to the draw, 5-1. West Jordan trying to get it, but coming in was Icabelli. She's got space. Nice feed right in front. Shot going top shelf and scoring. Park City with the answer. It's McHenry with her second of the game. Wow. You see off the draw, and how many times have we seen off that draw where Park City just sees that lane open up, and it has been Icabelli, a midfielder who's been able to get just all that room, and by the time West Jordan comes up, you've got the dump off, and whether that's next to the cage or in front of the cage, this West Jordan defense has not found a way to slow down this Park City offense. Out of the air. This one wide. And Henderson trying to stay on it for West Jordan. And coming away with it is Lily Henderson. West Jordan can set up here again. Coming in, that's Amelia Henderson. You see the cross check there. Yeah, I think they'll put her at the 12. They do. Amelia, the senior. 48 goals this year. Still on it. Ground ball back near that back line. Boy, just kept in. Good footwork there by Lily, the sophomore defenseman. And now here come the Miners. McHenry with room. West Jordan retreating back quickly. Here's Neff. That pass just a touch out in front of McHenry. Allows Lewis there to gather it here for West Jordan. Oh, this one given up. Park City with an opportunity and a finish. Another Park City goal. This one netted by Neff, the senior, with her second goal tonight. And boy, you see that turnover. Talked about it earlier. There was an opportunity for West Jordan to try to get a clear. And Park City had locked everything up. There weren't a lot of options. Took a while for West Jordan to find an option. And that time, again, you see them just really take away many options on the clear. And a tough pass means that next thing you know, it's in the hands of Park City, and the Miners able to capitalize on it. Approaching the midway point at 7-1 Miners. Midway point of this first quarter. Henderson trying to get it. Still on the ground. And McGee able to gather it. McGee trying to look in front for Icabelli. The shot there, that was saved, but we did have a whistle. And this will set up a 8-meter opportunity here for Icabelli. Straight away. Coming in, right in front of the goal, and the score. Boy, so hard to give these Miners easy looks from straight away, and when you can't collapse down and take away those 8-meter chances, it's going to be tough. They capitalize at a high clip, Park City does, and now that's 2 goals for Icabelli as well. She's got 2, Neff has 2, McHenry has 2.
And in the fifth, we have number 40, McHenry.
Amelia Henderson.
Out of the air, tapped up, Henderson with it.
Jaguars.
Lily bringing it ahead. As West Jordan will have another opportunity to get in their offense. Amelia. So you want to work that right, coming back. And the whistle there on the cross check.
Cross check call is going to put number 4 from the Jaguars at the 8.
So this will be Amelia Henderson. Offset, starting here from 8 meters. 48 goals on the year. Amelia trying to find that middle. 4 Miners around her as we'll get the whistle here.
It looks like we had a call first for another cross check. It's going to send Amelia back to the 8.
So Amelia will do this again from 8 meters. This time it will be straight away. So good job of earning better positioning here. Henderson coming in, trying to get a shot away, and that's kept. Oh, she did score. I thought there was a save there, but no, Amelia able to beat Woolley. And it's 8-2. Good shot there from Amelia Henderson.
Looks like the Miners have a little bit of change on their attack side. Number 24, Rosie Crawford coming off. Olivia Dalton coming in. Number 50 going in for the Jaguars.
Off number 10. So Sadie Caven is back on the field.
.4:14 left to go, opening quarter. Lily and Amelia with the 2 West Jordan goals.
Alongside, as always, we've got the Amelia Henderson taking the draw.
On the draw. Able to be captured by Lily. Boy, it looked like an opportunity for Park City there to gather it. Here's Hallie Woolley.
Number 83 with the Jaguars.
Good handoff there by that Park City D, keeping everything extended. Amelia. Keeping those eyes up. A lot of room, gets this over with Lily. See that help defense come over. Lily trying to duck underneath, but we'll get the sphere call. So it will be Lily Henderson here from 8 meters. Well, they're going to bring her out to 12. I thought she'd gotten inside. My apologies. Over to the wing. Amelia trying to go right to GLE. And that one taken away by this Park City defense. Grace Puleo doing a great job there of helping to jar that loose. And now she's got it. Park City pushing ahead here. Puleo end to end. We'll send this up. Hoxema. Macy. Back to X. Good feed. Dicing through. Little side shot that is kept out. Nice job there by Lewis. Able to fend that one off. As we had a whistle here. We have an offside maybe?
We've got a call on the play that's going to give it back to Macy Hoeksema. So the Miners
They're actually going to take and start this back at GLE. So I apologize, or at back at the dot, yeah. I didn't see the call. My apologies there. But it'll be Park City possession. Fed in front. That pass was just a little off the mark. Was looking for McGee. Kept here. Good job stepping up there by Johnson. Park City working this around. Hoxema. Back with McGee. Patience here for the Miners. McHenry finds. McGee, that shot is just wide, backed up here.
Backed up by the Miners.
As we've got 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter.
Just under 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter.
Macy trying to feed. Nice spin move. The bounce shot and goal. Coco Crawford with the goal for Park City. Boy, what a find as Crawford was coming right down the middle. Right down the alley and able to finish it off. 9-2. And now that's 4 Miners with 2 goals in this opening quarter.
Into the pick, we have Crawford, McHenry, McGee, and for the Jaguars, we got Cameron
Back
Jacobson,
to the draw.
Lily Henderson and Amelia Henderson.
And off of this draw, Park City coming. Oh, thought they had it. Being pushed here wide. McHenry couldn't gather it. Still on the ground. And it is McGee that comes up with it. 90 seconds left here. Opening quarter. McGee fed in front. That pass was just off the mark. And Lewis able to capture it there for West Jordan.
And Lewis looking across the way. I'd love to see all these Jaguar fans hopefully warm under their umbrellas, cheering for their girls.
Approaching the final minute. Again, man, Park City just continuing to make these clears really challenging. You see the defense there. And Dalton trying to come up with it. This is, yeah, it will be Park City possession.
It is going to go to the Jaguars.
Great push there by Dalton. Back behind goal. Here's Neff. Fed in front. Oh, looked like a good opportunity for Crawford. She's able to keep it here for Park City. Clock still running here. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. This will be Neff to start. Oh, backside. Oh, they had a runner right in front of the goal.
Look at the inside minor.
That was McHenry. Couldn't get it to her. Is this one trickling wide? 5 seconds to go. Can they get one final look? This one will not be possessed, and that will do it. First quarter complete. 9-2. What a start for the top-ranked Park City Miners as they lead West Jordan after 1. Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Kenzie Christensen, thanks for joining us, Kenzie. Look, Friday nights are always difficult. Of course, Kenzie's got other obligations as well, and they started the game early given the weather. So, Kenzie, it's great to have you here, and thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my tardiness. Like Dane just mentioned, I did not know we were starting early. But I'm happy to be here. It looks like the girls have a good flow already going for Park City. I do see a lot of fight on that defensive end so far with the Jaguars, and that's been looking really good. As long as they keep that up, keep that differential as short as they can.
The draws have been really lopsided in that first quarter. Park City won probably 80% of them and got a lot of runs off of that. How do you change that up? When the draws aren't going your way, that can be such a decisive point of this game, Kenzie. How do you try to get back to getting that more even?
Yeah, you don't change the draw taker. A lot of us here in Utah kind of go by the 1, 2, 3, 4s. So 4 is letting the other team win. So let Park City win, but double stack like they are. Whatever side that keeps winning to, whatever side Park City keeps winning it to, put players there. Oh, I apologize. I didn't see that one player. But it would be to stack the sides.
This one captured by McHenry. And this has been the problem. When they win a draw, they've had all sorts of room to get on the run, to get quick passes right in front. And that one just off the mark. But kept here with Neff. In case you missed the first quarter, McHenry, Neff, Crawford, and Icabelli all with 2 goals apiece. Oh, and a nice shot and a goal. Oh, that was wide. My apologies. I thought I saw that hit the net. I got fooled on the old grandma goal.
Well, when the net moves a little bit in this wet weather, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it hit just off that back side. But it's a great recovery. The goalie tried to reach out for it, but didn't quite have it. She was smart and pulled back into goal. which is where, her safest spot to be.
Feeding back, Crawford with a shot. That's the goal.
Number 9, Coco Crawford.
That was super great. She was able to keep in triple threat. That means shoulder, head of the stick. Triple threat is the way that she was standing, able to do a little bit of a crow hop and shoot that goal up top shelf.
That's a great play because they bring Crawford up to set that screen.
Yeah.
And then like in basketball, she rolls off of it, get her the ball, and it's an open lane right to the cage.
Yeah, pick and rolls. Pick and rolls work all day long, especially where this defense is not making contact, preferably at the 12 when you do have such a strong attacking end. If they're going to give the time and space, do the pick and roll.
So back here to the draw. So crazy when you think about this region. West Jordan obviously haven't lost a game, 11-0 on the season, 4-0 in region. Olympus 4-0 in region. Park City 3-0 in region. Brighton, their lone region losses to Olympus.
Yep.
The top of this region is just unreal, and you see it here.
Looks inside to Olivia Dalton.
How quick that ball movement is for Park City, even though that one
They're
still
just
loose.
linked. That was beautiful. It was left all the way to right. They're switching the field so much. That defense has to slide so much to be able to even get that opportunity to get a body positioning on the attackers.
So this will be a 8-meter opportunity here. Will be wide for the Miners. This is McGee.
Okay.
Yeah, try to get that over to Crawford.
Pull it out and pass it around to the Miners.
Has some room and good use of the stick there to help deflect that.
Yeah, that defense, when you're playing defense, if you can't get to that body, get your stick in the way and interfere with any type of opportunity you can there, and that's exactly what you did. Great job of that defense when that's your last option.
Park City still with it. McGee finds back, and we've got
Looks like we got a shooting space called for McHenry, which will put her on the 8.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
textbook shooting space right in front of the goal. She is in her lane. Shooting space is when a defender gets in the lane of the attacker, so they're not able to make a safest shot.
so this will be McHenry straight away from 8 coming in, looking and scoring. 11 to the lead, thanks to Maddie McHenry, her third.
Coming off that 8-meter opportunity, she pulled her her attack. Oh my words! Her goalie to the right-hand side, which was able to leave that left ankle open, and it was a perfect shot. It was great. That was super smart. Move the goalie, get the shot in the angle you want. That's great play. I am curious on seeing how the Jaguars can kind of step it up. I was watching this last round, and it looked like the Jaguars are not even stepping off the line to attack the ball with the draw. They kind of stayed back. So I wonder if they're going to try and change that tactic and jump the line as soon as the whistle blows off, or if they're going to kind of still hang back ready for defense.
So I want to ask you about that comment. What do you mean jump the line? Like they aren't really going for that ball out of the air?
Yeah, so right as the whistle's blown, all players are free to go. So like right now they're all kind of running in. The previous time, the players on the for Jaguars on the circle did not go in.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Right in front. That one couldn't be handled on the ground. Still loose. Coming away with it is McGee.
I think that was like four Jaguars to 1 Miner, and the Miner was
Yeah.
able to swoop through that as she ran through the ground ball, which is exactly what every coach wants to see is players running through a ground ball versus sitting there doing a pancake flip is what some say.
Here's Neff over with Hoxma.
Good cut.
Setting up with Crawford, Rogan.
Cool.
McHenry trying to track this down and keeps it in. Good play there. Behind goal, fed in front, and a shot and a goal. Another one for Coco Crawford with that ball movement for Park City.
That was a great run, draw and dump. Drawing the defense towards her, leaving, I believe you said, Coco Crawford up in that middle to be able to receive that assist and shoot it off to the goal. It was beautiful.
It's pretty remarkable. You don't see a lot of teams like Park City play the way they do, right?
It's
A
true.
lot of teams kind of wait and get player movement and then kind of initiate. Where Park City, it's like if that ball is held for longer than 5 seconds, that's just not. It's not
right.
their style,
Yeah.
right?
And I
It's
think
2-3
that's very
seconds.
smart. very, very smart tactic. Get that ball moving fast because, the ball moves faster than any player on the field. That's just pure facts. So moving that ball faster will be able to get them more opportunities to get goals and to get more players touching the ball. Nobody likes to watch a game when one player has all the action and the other players are just, her assistants.
It was one of the things that I was really interested at seeing here tonight. Obviously, 2 goal scorers for West Jordan, Amelia and Lily Henderson, each over 40 goals coming in. They've each scored tonight. But, how do they get their teammates involved, or how do they get involved against what has been a really difficult Park City defense? We saw them against Mountain Ridge. They take everything away, and, they each have a goal, but really West Jordan has not been able to get into their offense like they have been in every game up to this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of different tactics. It kind of depends on the team morale and how that teamwork works.
Fed in front, that shot just high, backed up here.
Just on that team morale and that teamwork, how will they work as a unit? Maybe trying to look for more assists, counteract plays to help other players get more involved. Because having, those 2 players are probably going to get face guarded when they see something like that.
Hawksma trying to keep this out of the air, and taken there by West Jordan. Nice shot by Lily Henderson. Here's Amelia. Sends that back over to Lily.
That was great for flipping the field, getting that defense to kind of move over.
And that one couldn't be captured in the middle, and Park City coming away with it. Callie Little, they're able to win it.
Where Park City gets to that next level is that they are a team that plays year-round. Not just here with the Park City, but they take it to competition out of state. And when they're in season, they're out-of-region games. They like to make sure their players play against the highest level in the nation on the West Coast. So they're playing people, I believe it was from California, some of them, and they're taking that to that next level to teams that can really push them.
Yeah, in fact, I think their only loss is, I think they played Foothill, right?
Yeah, Foothill, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's their only loss on the year. So.
And I think they learned a lot from it, as you can see here, just a transition from draw down to goal, and them trying to ride now, getting back to their defending end. It just excels their IQ overall.
Well, we saw them first game of the year, and they graduated Lily.
Mm-hmm. Lily Hunt, yeah.
Thank you, Hunt. I was going to say Huff, and I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Lily Hunt.
Lily Hunt.
And they have looked like it's the same team.
Yeah,
right.
It is. Those are big shoes to fill, and they've certainly filled them. And that's exactly how a great coach is like Mickey, to be able to create a team that can fill those shoes. When you have one good year, you're like, oh, the next year's going to be rough. We just lost X amount of seniors. Well, what are you doing as a coach in a program to make sure that season's not as rough? And Mickey's out there working probably day and night with these players to make sure that they don't have those gaps.
Well, I think that's one of the ways that you can replace a scorer like Hunt was, is to get that ball movement, right? Because if you become dependent on 1 or 2 players that are taking dodges and creating lanes, right? Well, if you can get the ball moving, then you can actually create more opportunities just like that, as Coco Crawford scoring there for Park City. Excuse me.
Icabelli?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, it was 6, not 9.
That's okay. We got a little bit of a moment there. Yeah, that was a great look for over the goal. That's kind of a little bit of a tricky and risky pass because the goalie can reach up over the goal and intercept. So that was super lucky of them being able to get such a sharp pass off, catch it, and do a quick stick right into goal. So that was awesome, lucky, good timing, good speed on that pass to be able to get past that goalie.
13-2. Wow.
It's going to be a
statement game.
Yep. I think this is a great opportunity for West Jordan coming into this. They see what we've all seen. We've seen them all play against Mountain Ridge. So I think everybody has a full awareness what Park City has to offer, and it's just about a learning opportunity here with them. What are they doing? How can we be better? And playing teams that are the next level, like Park City, Olympus, Mountain Ridge, those top teams. Well, Riverton, too. We've been seeing their records lately. But seeing teams like that just really excel some of the rest of us to work harder.
Another ground ball. This one off the draw. Right in front. Top shelf and a goal. As McHenry was able to gather it, runs all the way up, dumps it to Rogan Crawford right in front of the net, and the junior finishes for her 14th goal of the year.
she was able to get a tight roll on that backside between her defender and the crease. And that goalie stepped forward a little too much, so that's where she was able to get that great goal just right behind goalie. She took advantage of that. Goalie steps forward, I'll put it around you. And something we saw, I was watching some boys teams last night, and when a goalie gets left behind, some goalies will jump out and play defense, and some goalies will stay back in. And so we saw a little bit of that there, where the goalie will step out and play a little more defense and stay in the goal. So it's just kind of a different tactic. Depends on who you're playing and how you're playing.
The rain much lighter now than it was earlier. That's good news for everybody. I don't know what it is about you and I doing Park City games, but apparently it's got to rain whenever we do.
Absolutely.
So.
I mean, hopefully next time we can be a good luck charm for them and keep the weather better. As you know, we may just see them in these finals and championships again.
You know, I was in Florida this week. Apparently I forgot to bring the sunshine with me, as that was Amelia Henderson, and that one was taken away, but we've got a sphere call, and so it will be Amelia from 8 meters out.
So the sphere call, why it wasn't whistled immediately is because the official did see the foul, but she pulled up her flag. That means a slow whistle, the acknowledgement of the foul, and the foul will be called if it interferes with the player, and it did.
So here's Amelia. Straight away here. She's got 49 goals. Fends to the wing. Lily, the shot in the goal. Nice. Well, that's a beautiful play there for West Jordan.
I was a little curious there. I was like, why is that ball going so high up? That was such a weird shot. But then I realized from our angle, I didn't see it, but it was a beautiful pass over to her teammate to be able to get the backside of that goalie. That was such a great play, such a smart, intelligent move by the two of them. They were in sync. Great job overall for them. Good for them.
Second goal of the game for Lily Henderson. Her 43rd on the season.
Yeah, it's good to see, these Park City players on their defensive end a little bit more. You know, I haven't seen it yet since I've been here, and it was great to see them get a little bit challenged.
Yeah. 20th assist on the year for Amelia Henderson.
That's awesome.
For a 49 goal scorer.
Yeah.
So 49 goals, 20 assists. Yeah.
She's definitely looking to her teammates.
Yeah. A draw wide and chased by McHenry. Oh, that's a nice job coming back there by Henderson.
They're feeding off of that energy that's got from a goal. It is possible. Anything is possible when you're out on this field.
Yep.
Just push your energy towards the right goals, and anything is possible. She's swarmed right now by Park City, but
I saw a college men's game where a team scored 5 goals in the final 52 seconds to come back and win. 52 seconds.
5 goals.
5 goals. Like, lacrosse is just different like that, you know?
Oh, my gosh, it is. Yeah. Especially when it's stop clock, too. Like,
yeah.
That's every 10 seconds a goal. That's exactly what that was. That's crazy.
10 seconds left. Woolley still has it, trying to find Lily. That pass disrupted as the final seconds tick off, and we've hit the half. 14-3, your halftime score. Park City leading West Jordan. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann & Associates. Welcome back. KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week is brought to you by Heidemann & Associates. If you have any legal needs, the experts at Heidemann & Associates can take care of you. Visit them online at utah.law to find out their services, or give them a call. Tell them Rewind sent you. You'll get a free consultation. Just call 801-472-7742. 14-3, Park City leading West Jordan in this 1 versus 3 matchup. Dane Stewart, Kenzie Christiansen with you. Kenzie, first half, pretty dominative effort by the Miners.
Yeah. Jaguars did get a little bit of a pep in their step those last few minutes, and I think it's definitely going to be kicking in as we come into the second half. They want to take as much power and strength into every opportunity they get with that ball and attack. So let's see what they have here.
West Jordan on it, that one.
Shooting space.
Okay. So we'll bring this back out to the 8, I believe.
Shooting space will go out to the 8. I think she's going to second in. They're moving. Great playing. There's a reason why a lot of players from, schools like Park City are getting scholarships for lacrosse.
Yeah.
They are next level. I'll continue to say that because they are. Like, as far as I've seen, not a lot of teams have the stick work that Park City has.
McGee with the step. We had a whistle, I think, before the goal. Yeah, so shooting space there.
Yeah, but shooting space. Sorry, I was listening to the other announcer. Yes, it was a shooting space violation, so that will be pulling it back for that opportunity. I'm a little surprised, indifferent, maybe it's angled, but when they do shoot like that, always making sure that we are watching a dangerous follow through and a dangerous shot, just because if that player isn't shooting space, depending on where she's sitting, could be very dangerous from that shooter shooting.
So McGee, she'll peel this off.
Pull that out and swing it around.
We've got opportunity to continue to build some depth here for Park City. Players we didn't see much of in the first half, getting minutes here in the second half. And, of course, we've got still plenty of starters out there for the Miners.
Absolutely. There was this player that cut through, and I'm like, I don't think I've recognized her quite yet.
Yeah, 16, Finley Hoxema, the freshman, that just had it there for Park City.
They call the color green. Has to be a play, and I think they finally got the setup for it.
Here's Rogan Crawford working around and scoring, going right between, I think, went 5-hole, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like it went between that goalie's legs. Yeah, crease roll, very good. Able to get that first cutter going through, distracting that defense. She was able to sneak by that backside and get the goal right on that 5-hole.
Boy, I feel like you see a lot more of those wraparounds on the boys' side. I don't feel like we see a lot of those on the girls' side.
Yeah, it really depends on the team, and it really depends on how the other team's defense is. Sometimes crease rolls are the best way to break down a defense, and sometimes your people that are down on the low crease for defense are stopping you. So it kind of depends on how the team is. Also, when you're doing a crease roll, you have to have a lot of confidence and control in your stick abilities to get around and dodging those defenders. Also knowing you're real close to cage. Are you going to tiptoe in that line?
Well, and especially because, like, the netting on a girl's stick is so much shallower than on the boys' side. It's hard to carry that and wrap that around, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
well.
It's more about the cradling and the ability of the defender to try not getting checked, not necessarily much about holding the ball in their stick.
Okay. See, this is why you're here, Kenzie. It's to teach me, and
Yeah.
A+.
Thank you. Thank you. I do my best.
You're
Sometimes I'm wrong.
donning the lacrosse earrings tonight. That's a good look.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good look.
Thank you. I got them from Tribal West. Very cute. Always go check them out.
Another great sponsor. Want to thank Tribal West.
Flag.
Here's Amelia coming around.
Okay, it was a flag. Obviously, they saw the illegal play. I'm not quite sure what the ref did signal. Could have been push, could have been horizontal. I'm not sure. But anywho, she's getting up to the 12 because the foul did happen between the 8 and the 12. When it happens between the 8 and the 12, it goes back to the 12. Does not get up to an opportunity for an 8-meter opportunity.
So this is Amelia Henderson to start here for the Jags. Feeds over with Lily. Boy, not a lot of room there. Lily bounce shot kept out by Woolley. That was a really nice job there by Yatkaman. They're able to help kind of push her outside and not give her that lane. Here come the Miners. Hatcher back behind goal. Here's Coco. McHenry. Trying to get through. Nice slide there to help there defensively by Fisilau. Coming on the wraparound. Good D there by West Jordan. Trying to find that cutter. That one just a little tall there for Sophie, and West Jordan able to gain the possession here with Lewis.
Off topic, but mad curious. I do know how players have to have matching apparel underneath their uniforms, and I do see one player in gray sweats. I wonder if that got approved, or maybe I'm wrong with the rules. I'm not sure.
I'm guessing they probably had some leniency on a night like tonight, don't you think?
It's a little cold. It is a little cold.
Well,
for
and with
sure.
the rain and all that, you know.
Yeah, fair. She's definitely easier to spot out there.
Let me tell you about a great adjustment by West Jordan. We talked about in that first half. Park City was really locking up the defenders. They made it hard to get the clear. So, hey, if you're Lewis, just drop the ball in the cage and give it to one of your defenders to pick up and run.
do a little deputy is what most teams call that. Put it in the back cage, have a player come through. As long as that goalie is out of the crease, not two players are in the crease, go for it.
So it's being set up here for the Jags. Behind goal with Hughes. Boy, and you see how aggressive Woolley is there.
Yeah, but a legal check on that crease roll. Again, angles are hard, but I think she's going back to the dot.
Yeah.
She hadn't hit that GLE quite yet to get the hanging hash, so she'll be going back to that dot.
So this will be Jordan Hughes to start it. Boy, look at how quickly Puleo's coming up. It's just quicker step for Park City is, boy, Yakiman was ready to start that run.
Yeah, she was. Well, just seeing the step on the check, yeah, it was illegal, but just the step on the check, getting it, and already going down for that ground ball is just high IQ, high playing ability, just being able to run through all that.
Here's Hughes. Try to get that over to Amelia. The pass is too high, and it'll head over.
I think she had the right idea, though. That player was open. If she was able to get that pass connected, she would have the backside of that defense, which would have been perfect.
I think what we both tried to say in the last minute or two, Park City is a step quicker across the field, right? It's just, man, their first step, it's all about intensity and purpose. There's no wasted energy as you see Park City on the run here with Coco.
I like seeing them settle down because then it gets the ball around more, also gets them all more opportunities for cuts and plays. Good slide.
Yeah, good help there. Hatcher coming around, shooting and scoring. Hatcher with her first goal of the game. The freshman, 10 on the year for Sydney Hatcher.
You ever just watch something and you've seen it, but you just can't comprehend it? That's how that happened for me. I was trying to comprehend where that defense was, how the goalie was set up, and all of a sudden the shot was off, and I'm like, oh, okay. Just had one of those moments for me. I'm like, what did I just watch? That was awesome. Nonetheless, great shot, great play. Defense is holding their own down there, keeping with the slide. Sticks are up. They've knocked down a couple passes from Park City already in this game. And you got to capitalize and honor those types of plays when you have a differential like this. Be celebrating every little opportunity. You won a ground ball, that is the best ground ball you won in your whole life, right? You celebrate that as a team, and you be proud of every moment you have on the field.
Yeah. I want to remind you, if you just can't get enough lacrosse, come join us on KSLSports.com as well as on the Utah Lacrosse Report. We've got podcasts going out, coaches interviews, as well as weekly recaps. Got, of course, the newsletter that goes out every week for both high school and college. There's so much lacrosse content as this great game is growing so quickly here in the state, and love to be able to help doing that. Kenzie, of course, does a great job here on our streams, and we're going to bring on the podcast too, Kenzie. We got to find a time to do that.
All right, let's bring it on.
All right.
I got a little bit of knowledge I guess I can share with you guys.
That's right. That's right. As West Jordan able to get the turnover there. And this will be Amelia here to start it.
Smart. Way to pass it out. I would not have ran through that defense either.
Nice capture there for Lily. Henderson across the middle of the field.
All right, she has a little bit of speed, though.
Yes, she does. Good ride there by Iacobelli.
Oh, nice feed. Rip it off.
Oh, wow.
That's the coach in me right there. I just coached right through that. But no, that was super great feed. Left hand may not be your dominant hand, but she should be super proud that she even tried that. You know, shots go wide, it happens, but try and do that opportunity again and just might make it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right. And Park City pushing up again. Crawford has ran past a couple Iacobelli, works in front and scoring. Hatcher scoring once again. I can't get my 6s and 9s right. My apologies to Charlie Iacobelli.
Happens to the best of us. That was a great crease roll. She was able to gain control on her right hand and just take a couple steps in, get that angle, and just rip it right above that goalie's head. You know.
And it just shows you why Park City is so difficult, because if you let them lacrosse is a game is you cover more and you talk with more. The middle of the field so important.
It is.
And when you
Midfield
can win and
transitions.
dominate the middle of the field, either with ball movement or with speed,
Yeah.
you're in trouble if you're on the defending end. And I think that's been the story of the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. I've seen kind of the defense dropping back early to help out the goalie. Not a bad tactic. I think it's just a different way of playing. Something that's happened twice now is that crease roll pass to shot. I'd love to see the goalie step out as an 8th defender for an interception on that maybe next time.
As the third quarter has come to a close, 17-3, Park City dominating West Jordan here in Region 6 play. Start of the fourth quarter, 17-3.
I don't know if this is my first time recognizing this, but I think the Jags have a full male-dominant coaching staff. I think that's a very fun tactic. Definitely different point of views coming into a girls lacrosse game.
We do have a change in goal for West Jordan as Heidi Pfeiffer, the senior, will come in for this final quarter. You know, speaking of the podcast, you know, one of the things that I love to do is just, you know, put my foot in my mouth and do it as often as possible.
Absolutely. That was my favorite.
Right before Region 6 play started, I said, you know, this Park City offense probably doesn't have the proficiency it has in years past, and ever since then they've scored 20 in every game.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. Hey, they're hearing you out. You know, there's a lot of us out there seeing great opportunities just like that. That was super great. Just right off that crease, catching right hand, slingshotting it back right into the back of the net. Great shot.
Sophia Monshine, the freshman, with the goal, her first tonight, makes it 18-3. And look, I say I'm still learning this thing. So, you know, happy to be proven wrong. I think Park City's done just that. We've got other teams that I know are gathering bulletin board material and happy to provide it. But, man, this Park City team, for those who thought that they might take a step back this year, I got some bad news for you. They're just as deadly as they have been.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they're here. They're present. They
Well,
may have had some rocky moments just like any team out there in the world, but honestly, they're coming together. Did you say they already played Olympus?
No. That's
Oh.
on deck for Park City. That game is next week, Park City Olympus.
That's
so
going to be good.
it will be good. That will be probably 1 versus 3 at that point in time. As Olympus had an out-of-state loss early as well. They continue to rise in the RPI. Is this one going to come back?
Not sure what's called, but
Of course, this result will probably mean that Woods Cross will find themselves back up in number 2.
I mean, I hope so.
They fell to number 3. I was surprised by that.
You know, everybody has their up and downs, and you just gotta learn from it.
Yeah. And my apologies, they're number 2 right now. Woods Cross was 3, and then they overtook West Jordan earlier this week. And Amelia, boy, you see 4 Park City defenders around. There's just nowhere to go as in the sphere call here.
Wait, I did not comprehend that. West Jordan took over who?
Well, West Jordan was 2,
Oh,
and then you
they
guys were 3,
switched.
and then Woods Cross overtook West Jordan this week.
Oh, okay.
So West Jordan was 3 coming into this one. It's the bounce
Nice
shot. Boy, what a
save.
save. Boy, and Woolley didn't know where that was, but she kept it out, did a great job.
That was
So,
awesome.
yeah, so Park City's 1, Woods Cross is 2 coming into games tonight.
Right on. Good for everybody. That's going to change again tomorrow. Every week is a new opportunity for people to move around on that chart.
As Oxima with this, trying to keep it here. And we'll just tease this. Of course, the podcast, we've got a guest coming on next week. You want to know who?
Of course I want to know. I want all the juice.
We got Nash.
Really? You're taking
Yeah.
Nash? I love Nash.
Nash is
is
going
a
to come
good
join
human.
us on the podcast. So come listen to Brighton's head coach, Melissa Nash, and hear what she has to say.
She's such a good human, and she's one of the reps for the UHSAA.
Wrapping around, boy, that's a tough goal. That one never even gets lifted above the shin. How about the goal from Hatcher, her 3rd here tonight?
That was actually really smart. She was able to feel the pressure of the defense on her back. She caught it low. Why not keep it low? She took it back to either a shovel shot or a Twizzler shot, and it was great. Might as well, you know, take what God gives you and go with it.
Yeah, what a shot. I don't know if I've ever seen kind of that shovel. Like, she never possessed that above her waist. Caught it low, kept it low, shot it
Yeah,
low, and scored.
I think that, yeah, with the catching low and the shooting low, yeah, I think that's going to be maybe a first to me too. As most people catch all their passes up by shoulder and then had the alter whatever they're shooting.
A hat trick for Hatcher tonight. She's got 12 on the year.
Nice off draw.
Yeah, one there by Amelia, and now Jordan Hughes bringing this ahead. Amelia.
Nice roll.
It was spin around, got in front, but had it stick checked loose. And Crawford came away with it.
They had the ability. It's just, like you said, Park City's getting that step ahead, but West Jordan has the ability to get those goals. That stick work was great with that roll, being able to turn back and look for the goal. She had all the right steps.
Neff sends us back behind with Dalton. Here's McHenry.
Oh, that goalie's stepping out. Always a little risky.
Coming around. McHenry tried to get that back. Nice job there defensively, but kept here. Oh boy, and that shot was just wide, backed up here. That had some heat on it.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to bring attention to that. I haven't seen Park City just do like a little lob. Like every shot has meaning and purpose behind it, right? They want to make it fast and make it quick.
That one hit the post. And captured here by Lily. And now Henderson trying to race it up that far sideline. Has help. Good pass with Larson. As now West Jordan can set things up here with the sophomore Lily Henderson. Oh, they were trying to leak Jacobson right in front of the cage there, but they couldn't connect.
I love that the goalie for Park City jumped out to be a backer for that pass.
Good stick check there by Amelia to win this back for West Jordan. Five and a half to go in regulation.
Just drive loose.
Trying to split that double team, and the check here will put us back out to 8 meters.
I think she's getting the first inside. Not too shabby when you're a right-handed player. Just make sure that you, maybe second inside. Yep, looks like the inside. Just make sure you are prepared.
Amelia has a goal tonight, an assist tonight. Trying to cut through the shot and the goal. And that is the 50th goal of the year for Amelia Henderson, her 50th.
I'm honestly surprised. That whistle was blown before the ball was in her stick. Hey, that's a tactic that a lot of attackers use. You put the ball down on the 8 so that you can mentally take a second, breathe, look at your opponents. What are they doing? What is the goalie doing? Take a death, prick the ball up, and then go in. And so when the whistle was blown, the ball was still on the ground. So picking it up, being able to still make a shot off, that just shows some good talent there at West Jordan.
We have Callie Little and Chuck Yacobelli on the circle. Along with
Back to the draw.
Nice.
Yeah, self-draw there, won by McGee. McGee had a little lane there, still on it.
Nice.
Ooh, spear call there.
I like the look, though.
Yeah.
Like the look and confidence is awesome.
Tell you, Lily Henderson, she's just a sophomore, number 22, but she's got the scoring. I think today she's shown, she's got other facets to her game, too. She's going to be good. She already is good. McGee coming in and scoring. Megan McGee with the goal. 20-4.
She already had that goalie off center by the 8-meter opportunity, so going fast with that snap off to the left ankle of the goalie, intelligent move there. But yeah, no, there is a lot of youth on these rosters and these players that are useful, like this sophomore.
Well, and there's a lot of
have a few years.
There's a lot of youth in the state. I mean, I can't remember her name, but you think about, I think she's a sophomore or junior now at Juan Diego. I'd have to look it up, but she scored like 80 goals last year.
Wow.
As a youngster.
Wow, good for her. Good for her.
We'll go get that name for you. As we are
A little bit of some jostling on the circle.
Olivia Prosper. She's a junior now.
It's plenty of time to keep
In fact, she's got 76 goals this year.
76?
Yeah.
So like 140 goals almost, approximately, for the last couple years. Good for her. That's awesome.
Boy, Crawford, my goodness. Paints that top shelf.
Great stick work as she was dodging through all the defense. No body contact was made, so she was able to keep full control on her stick, but pulling it up to crown shot, ripping it all the way through with full range of motion. Way to take the opportunities you were given.
So just to go back to this, because I think she's got the state record. Olivia Prosper
Olivia,
for
yeah.
Juan Diego, 68 goals as a freshman. Last year she scored 129.
Oh, Lord.
And she's got 76 this year. She has 273 goals in essentially 2.5 seasons.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Yeah, she's got another season. She can finish out this one, hasn't won more.
That's insane. Yeah, probably. I would have to argue that that is one of the highest I've heard so far.
I couldn't remember if she was a sophomore or junior this year, but she is a junior. So another draw win as we're inside the final minute. McGee right through and scoring. We have a whistle before? No, that will count. Megan McGee with her third of the game.
Yeah. Again, once again, had a great lane, had great control with her stick work, pulling it up above head, and able to just launch it through.
I've got 5 different Park City Miners with 3 or more goals tonight.
Good for them. That's
You're going to win a
awesome.
lot of games when you have that kind of depth of scoring, right?
Yeah, when you got more than, a few people being able to play the ball, everybody gets opportunities, and, you don't see one all-star player on the field.
Kenzie, I know this game started early. It's been quick, obviously, with the running clock. Thoughts of what we saw today?
I think West Jordan's made really good adjustments, especially on the defensive end. They're keeping players back. They're having better communication, it looked like, from what we could hear out there. And overall, I think it was a great learning opportunity for West Jordan throughout the whole game, as they did have a lot of growth and opportunity to get goals.
Selection of the player of the game?
Oh, that was hard. What was number 22 on West Jordan?
Lily Henderson.
Lindley Henderson. I think she did phenomenal. Despite any scoreboard out there, I think she has the IQ to beat a lot of people, and I think she did a really amazing job and should hold her head held high off of this game, because she did some remarkable things.
Good game for the youngster, Lily Henderson. I really like Crawford today and Yakabelli as well.
Oh, absolutely.
For Park City, I thought Yakabelli was great, especially through the middle. That was a great initiator of a lot of their offense. So I'll throw Yakabelli in there. Obviously, Lily Henderson, congratulations to them for great games. Dominative win, Park City 22-4, a top-ranked team flexing their muscle, showing why they are number 1 in 5A. They'll have a big test next week when they take on Olympus. Boy, that will be a good one, and maybe a preview of an upcoming state championship. But they'll worry about region championships for now. For Tino Psyche, Kenzie Christiansen, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. And remember to check out KSLSports.com as well as the Utah Lacrosse podcast, interviews, recaps, and, of course, weekly streams all the way to state championships. You'll find them only on KSLSports.com. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.